Are we? Oh, it's happening. Hi. Hi, guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. Welcome to Over 50 and Fabulous After Dark. It's your girl, Mally, and we are so excited to have you here. Sorry, we were having some technical difficulties. So this is, of course, because of course that's going to happen when Mark Peters is in the house. If you're watching for the first time, welcome. Welcome to Over 50 and Fabulous. Welcome to QVC. And thank you so much for joining us. You know, a little over, I think it's like 2 years ago, QVC came to me and said that they wanted to start a really special community of over 50 women that could lift each other up, talk to each other in times when we maybe don't feel so confident or maybe we don't feel seen. This is the place. So if you are watching and you are new and you're saying, wow, I just haven't been feeling like myself, I haven't been feeling good, and I do feel like I'm now invisible, we're here to tell you that you're not. And we are here to bring you a very special guest to help you to feel your best. So if you are watching, first and foremost, on QVC.com or watching on QVC's Facebook, please talk to us because we are excited to hear what you have to say. We're going to talk with you, and we're very happy that you're here. So Debbie from Florida said, love you, Mally, and oh, she's saying, Mark, your jeans. So I guess that's the way. We are going to celebrate. Mark is here. I love you. Everyone, if you don't know, he needs no introduction, but we will give him one just in case. Mark Peters is from NYDJ Jeans. There you go.
Hi.
And he is here on QVC. He is a very special staple, fitting our butts every time he comes.
Absolutely.
And making them look good, baby. That's what this is all about. So again, if you're here, welcome. We're very excited.
Thank you.
We also have Miss Ebony. Miss Ebony's in the house, as you know. Here she is. Shout out to Ebs.
Cheers to Ebony.
She's gonna probably, there she is. She is going to, let's be honest, she's gonna put in the comments, and then she's going to make comments about herself because that's what she does. That's why we love you, though, babe.
And she's going to keep us in line.
Try. I don't know if that's going to happen. Or try. Cindy B is saying, looking forward to this show.
Cindy B.
We love you.
I love you.
And Ellen OG, hi, Mally. Love you more. We love you. And Sherrod says 61 and sassy.
I love that.
So hi.
Hi, my friend.
We've been looking so forward to this, and I feel like it is.
I'm so honored.
Well, don't be honored.
I keep saying it's very surreal that I'm here because how much I love you.
I love you.
And how much I love this entire 50 and Fabulous. And you and I have talked, and so I'm just gonna, I'm not gonna, but you have manifested this for the network. And I know everybody knows that.
Come on.
I just have to say again, we've had our private conversations where, so I never thought through this manifestation that has turned into this global phenomenon with the most amazing human beings ever lining the halls who's part of this, that I would find myself in the situation to be sitting on the couch with you and being any part of it other than this person who loves you and supports the entire thing. So this is such an honor. Thank you.
We love you, and it wouldn't be the same. Oh, Patty S said, now it's a party. Mark is in the house.
Patty.
Yes,
we got it.
You know it. But that's the thing. Listen, you know, you are so beloved to our customer. Obviously, it goes without saying me. I love him so much, I can't even tell you. Because he is a special person, okay? And as you know, we know that there are no mistakes, that you were brought to this channel through NYDJ Jeans to not only educate us, and bring us the best jeans to make our butts look the best.
Thank you.
And I love my NYDJ jeans. You know them.
I know.
I wear them all the time.
And look at Sandra tonight, in the faux leather.
Right? Exactly.
I still feel it out here.
I know. It's hot back here, honey. Barbara said you are fabulous. Mark.
Oh, Barbara, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Really. And the customer loves you because they know that you come with honesty and integrity and realness.
Thank you.
How did you end up here?
What a journey, right? Well, let me start. There was a day.
Exactly.
I mean, you know, that's what I love about life is, yeah, these endless opportunities that led me to this moment. And I'm going to hop to here and then backtrack a little.
Yes.
So I was having my own personal journey about what needed to happen in my life as I was approaching 50.
Okay.
What needed to be
Would you
new.
call it like a midlife crisis?
No, clarity.
Okay.
No.
Clarity.
Unapologetically you is something that I have
That's our
always
theme.
been and,
Yeah.
and something that I've strived for. And I don't know that I was always aware that it was innately in me or a talent or that it had been nurtured by my mother and people around me and the people in my life, because I've had lots of great mentors in my life, which we'll discuss, and journeys that I've taken to get here.
Yeah.
But right when it was coming to that point, I was in a very fast-paced fashion world. You know, we've been there, all the glam, all the celebrities, all the people that you know and covet, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
And, you know, I was growing and maturing and older, and so were all my girlfriends and friends and the women in my life. And then I was finding out, you know, like, you know, literally talking to these clients that I was styling and working with, and because I'm an operations guy and different things, but I've always had this interaction with our top clients, and they were wearing this magical jean. And they were so confident about this
I love
magical
that magical jean.
And I was just so inspired that they like had found this connection to this confidence and to this empowering gene that I knew I needed to be a part of that. And so I reached out. I made the decision, reached out. I was working somewhere else and reached out and called and said, I'm so impressed with your company. I called them.
So you called them.
I called the CEO.
And you said,
I said, hi.
How do you get the balls to call the CEO?
It was calling me. I had to, Melly. I had to. I just was in the situation where I was selling people $10,000 jackets and things like that, but they were wearing these jeans, and they were like, no matter what other jean I was trying to show them, they were like, oh, thank you, I'm covered. And I realized this confidence and this level of real security coming from these women saying, no, this is important to me. I can do all sorts of crazy other stuff, but this is where I draw the line. And I was at the same point in my life. I drew the line at, you know, not supporting confidence, not supporting empowerment. Because that's what I do all the time. But now I was like literally around clients that, you know, this is such a critical part. So I called and I said, hi, I'm so impressed with your product. And at first I think they thought it was a sales call. Like I was calling to see if I could get it over. Because I was working at a company that I met Alina. Alina and I knew each other at this other company.
Funny.
Because she was one of the brands at this other company. And they were like, well, thank you for all these wonderful compliments. I said, well, do you have anything over there? Because I'd love to work with you. I really, really believe in you.
Okay, hold on. I need to just stop for 1 second. Because, so you do this at 50.
Yeah,
50 years
right
old.
at 49.
Right at 49. So, my loves, this is exactly the kind of story that we need you to hear. So he was not, you were at a point, and maybe you are at a point in your life right now where you're saying, I'm being called for something else. But you're afraid, right? But you're afraid to say, I'm going to dive in and I'm going to just go for it. Mark is a living, breathing example.
Yeah, I just did it. And I mean, I'll spread out my life and how I've always jumped and taken risks and done things and been unapologetically me, but it all connected. So it connected. I went in, I met their team, and you know how you just, like this team, I just felt like it was home. And everyone, literally everything you hear about our brand is true. Like everyone wants everyone to feel great and confident in their skin and their curves. Everyone was empowering each other, an office full of it. And I was like, I've been in retail and in fashion for years. And I've worked in celebratory environments and fun environments and really chic and hot environments. But I had never walked into a building where everyone was focused on you, like literally on you. And it was home.
That's amazing.
And home led me to, you know, ending up training everyone across the country at all of our major department stores to make
Wow.
sure that they understood what was happening. Home
Yeah,
was
how it's different.
running all of our own stores and operating and
Wow.
hiring those people, because that's what I primarily do. Is
Yeah.
I'm actually an operator, a retail background person, and Home brought me to an amazing moment when we went across the country with Oprah and Adam Glassman,
Wow.
and we did style outs literally in 4 states around the country, and they ended up being
Wow.
in Oprah's magazine, and
Well,
it's
look,
led me here.
Look, it said Chelsea said Mally equals
Oprah
Oprah
Jr.
Jr.
Yes, right?
I
I'm
love you,
feeling it. I'm
Chelsea.
feeling
I
it.
love you. That, listen,
Absolutely.
manifest that, okay?
Yeah.
I love a little Oprah. Let's be honest.
Well,
and I love all of it.
I know.
And Chelsea's also saying, I can't wear any other jeans
Oh,
than
Chelsea.
NYDJ.
Thank you.
They fit my curvy bottom perfectly. This brand is a must.
Mwah. Thank
we
you.
love it. And Amelia73 says, love this community. Oh, we love having you.
Love you, love you, love you.
And Carol
Yeah,
said,
Miss
hi,
B.
Mally and Mark from Richmond, Virginia. Connie OG, love my DJ jeans.
Oh.
Ms. B Styling, yes, never too late to shift gears and do something new.
Yes,
And that's what you did.
that's what I did, and never looked back. Like, this is home. This is where I wanted to be. And then, so that got me in the door there. And then, like, seriously, my 50s
Yeah,
were spent here.
yeah.
So this,
So you've been here for 10.
we're turning on 10. And just so you know, I've got a lot more to go. 6 months, I turned 60.
Yeah.
So this is
Happy
a life.
birthday.
Thank you. Life
How
well
do you
lived.
get your glasses so clean?
Right. I know it's a lot of cleaning. Thank you.
They're
And I have like
very
5 sets.
clean.
Thank you.
I'm just so used to
It's either
looking.
that or I'd be Mr. Magoo.
I
Anybody know that reference? I'd be like,
Yes,
hi,
yes,
Mally, are you here with me?
exactly. Well, I tell my daughter Sophie, who, if you're watching Sophie, we need to get whatever he's using to clean his. She's 17, and I
Yeah.
look at her, and I'm like, how are you even seeing through those?
You're like, what?
They're so, I know, but I have to tell you, that is kind of like a signal, if you will, of how perfect he actually is.
You're
Your
so sweet.
glasses are clean, your skin is gorgeous, your hair is gorgeous, your beard is just trimmed perfectly, your outfits are amazing. Are you always perfect?
I am not always perfect. No, I'm not always perfect. Yeah, ask David.
I
He'll tell you,
know.
No one's always perfect, right? No one. We live our lives authentically, and we're not perfect. And I think it's what we do in those imperfect moments, and that we pull upon our strengths, or we challenge ourselves, and you have to grow from it. And I've lived a life. I've lived a life, and so we just gave you, like, here I am in front of you, but my story starts very, very young.
Yeah.
Lots of things. You wanna hear
Yeah.
any of that? So we all do, but I think it's important to share that all the ups and downs that we live are pretty similar,
Yeah.
more in our lives than we think, right?
Yes.
And they just come with different names or different people that we loved or different things that we
Yes.
approach. But I found some of my first strength very, very, very young, and life made me find it. So my father passed away when I was 11, and he was ill for 8 years of my life,
What kind of ill?
cancer. And he died alone with me in the hospital room. And that was a very pivotal moment. I can now look back on it, okay, but heading into 60, you can look
Yeah.
at everything with perspective.
Yes.
And I was alone. My mom had never left his side, and the one day she needed to just go and shower and change, she left his side, and that was the day he decided to leave us.
Oh my God.
And I was there with that, and that was a lot to absorb. And I'm sharing that because I think when I found out where true strength was, I'd always witnessed it in my mom, who had been there by his side and had seen him through this journey, and how she held our family together, my sister and I, and also in how she handled that moment.
Yes.
Because then she has to come back to a scared kid who
So you were sitting with him.
sitting with him, watching
He was-
Gilligan's Island. I will never forget. It's the episode where the professor was working on the radio, and that's the kind of stuff you can never
No,
take out of your
it's
head.
true.
And
I-
it's just that
I,
was happening when it happened.
I remember when my mom died and I was with her. And you know that song that was during MTV.
Sure.
And across the room, across the hall was a TV, and it was on, and it was "She Drives Me Crazy" by the Fine Young Cannibals.
Sure.
Yeah.
She
So
drives me- yeah.
She drives me crazy, and I hear that, and I think my mom's dead.
Yeah, right. No,
But
things
these are
trigger.
the things.
Absolutely.
And they live with you.
They
and
do.
you have to, and some days you feel strong enough that you can say it.
Sure.
And other days it hits you, because grief is a very...
Sure, it continues. And
Yeah.
and you know, my mom was an amazing, you'll hear about her a lot. She's not with us any longer, but she lived to be 91, so she had a long stay in my life. But through that period of childhood, she always made time and made sure that we were still living a life and having fun, and that I was still a child, and that my sister was still, you know, enjoying her life, and that she surrounded us with, you know, culture and nesting and loving, and that we weren't defined by the illness, we weren't defined by our family circumstances, that we could come out of this, right? And that was ingrained in me, and you know, just her love of life,
That
and
is
her
you.
her spiritualness, and it just it embedded, and then it continued to flourish. And you know, she always told me this basic thing, and literally until her last breaths with me. You know, don't ever let anyone steal your joy,
Yes.
ever. And that you
Listen up, kiddos.
absolutely have to just live your life, and you have to be unapologetically you. And I don't think she literally used that phrase,
Right.
but what she did say to me was, be you, honey. Be you. Whatever you're feeling drawn to, follow those feelings. Whatever you're feeling, your talents, nurture them. And then, of course, life throws stuff at you the whole time. But I you know, held with that, and then just had a really fun, long journey doing that, and then spent a big chunk of my life mentoring others, because that's my role. I mean,
That is
I've
your
touched a lot of people over the years. I've been in retail a long time, and I've
Yeah.
worked for some amazing companies, and we were joking, like, old school stuff.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
back in the day, Edison Brothers, Wu-Tang, old
Wow.
groups like, you know, Coda, Oak Tree. These were, and at that point, I had always been pushing myself, you know, out of college, out of
So
place
this
to be
was
young.
all in, okay, Rhonda's saying, I love NYDJ.
Thank you,
Being over
Rhonda.
50 does not mean we cannot be fashionable.
Absolutely,
Yes, queen.
absolutely.
Love QVC for recognizing this fact. Thank you, Rhonda. It is absolutely true. Violet said, thank you, Mally and Mark, for this conversation.
You're welcome.
That's so great.
Thank you, Violet.
So, so you have you're from California?
No. So I'm a Texas boy,
Oh,
born and
yes.
raised Houston, Texas.
Yes.
Yeah. So my
Like
journey.
Beyonce.
Yeah, Houston. Houston, a lot of fun people there.
Yeah.
Jennifer Hudson. Yeah. I
Yes,
used to
yeah.
actually go and see her sing in her church.
Stop it.
It was just like a thing you did when you were in Houston. You were like, let's all go see Jennifer Hudson. And it was, oh my
Really?
God, she was spectacular.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a
I mean,
voice.
right?
Can you
I mean,
sing?
I cannot sing.
Ah,
I can sing in the shower.
Yes.
I can sing with my
Yeah.
positive attitude. I
love
can
it.
sing with
I
lots
know.
of, but you don't want me singing.
oh, please.
I can dance.
Yeah, I bet. Yes,
Yeah,
I
can
know
dance.
you can.
Dancing I got down.
We're
I can
gonna
do that.
dance.
Yeah, we can dance.
Yes. Oh, so you know, every week
Yes.
we do something very special here, everybody. You all know what it is, and it's called Fabulous Salsa.
Oh,
Here we go.
stop. All right, this should kind of tell you everything.
Yes.
I was like, look at me. I
Look
didn't.
at
I
your
didn't
face.
get the Santa vibe, did I?
Yeah,
I was
you
like,
were not
I'm like,
having
I was
him.
not having him.
Yes.
But look at my cute little outfit.
I love your
I was
outfit.
already serving the little bowl cut.
Yes.
Oh my
Mark.
gosh! Look at me.
I love.
I was
love,
thoughtful.
You know, I love the red turtleneck.
Right? I
Yeah.
was doing it. I was
Very,
doing
very
it.
chic.
Okay, this next picture tells
Yes.
it all. So there's
Wow.
Mom.
Mom
and she's
is
looking down over
gorgeous.
me. There's my sister Gretchen.
Oh.
There I am and all that.
Well, she was much
Oh.
older than you.
Yeah, 9 years older, my sister.
Wow,
Yeah.
wow. And where's that? Is
And
that
there's
what is that store?
That's film. Does anybody know what that is?
I remember
Yeah.
film.
Ebony's looking at it like, what is
Yes.
that? No
Wait.
digital cameras. I loved taking pictures. I still have that
Are
belt
you-
buckle. It's a foreigner belt
Oh my
buckle.
God.
I almost wore it here.
Wait, is that
so,
the belt buckle with?
Farrah.
Farrah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's me. That's right.
You look the
there at
same.
around 11. Isn't it funny?
Yeah,
I
you
know.
look the same. Oh,
There
oh,
I
hi,
am.
sexy.
Oh, look, gold chain.
Okay, gorgeous.
Look at me. Got my Italian horn going on. Look at
love
that.
it,
Oh,
yes. You're
yeah.
giving.
I'm
how
giving
old
it.
Are you? Oh, you're
That-
59. So there
yeah,
you were.
I know that. I'm heading right into high school.
I was going to
so,
say you're giving high
yeah,
school.
I'm giving
boy
high
vibes.
school.
Yep.
There
oh,
I am.
love this.
So now this is crazy. That's me. We've jumped ahead. I'm living in Dallas because my
Yeah.
journey took me to Dallas, and I ran the door of the Start Club. Which
Oh.
was fun, but I was too nice and let everybody in, so they put me in the cold bar downstairs.
they're like-
But that's like two of the women I worked with back in the day.
I had that same hair.
Rachel and Felicity.
Yeah.
That's my high school graduation picture. Can we all say
Okay.
perm
Hello.
together?
Did you have a perm?
Of
You
course.
better work.
I worked the perm.
And I love the
Stop.
stash.
Oh my God,
You're
right? That
giving
is
it
hilarious.
all. I
Oh.
love it. I love it.
There I am loading up a TSV.
Oh.
So this is us in the warehouse, and I'm loading up a TSV, getting it off to you.
Oh,
I love
is
that. I love
amazing.
Elmer and the team.
Yes, well,
oh my
you are,
God.
you know, and we can feel really how much you love and you really enjoy doing what you do.
Absolutely. Well, you got to enjoy life. I enjoy life, and I love the journey. I mean, I've been everywhere.
I am, okay, so I know that this is, oh, sorry, I didn't mean, I was just stretching this way, but how cozy are we? I know, Ebony's like, get it together, sister. Sorry, I was just,
We're
you know.
just chilling. We're leaning back.
Exactly.
Cross legs.
So, all right, so aside from, okay, so you have this amazing career.
Yeah.
You're doing all these things. Today is National Coming Out Day.
It is. Absolutely.
What, when did you find out? What was that journey for you?
Well, you just saw my retrospective pictures.
Yeah.
So let me just call it like it is. I was out
You were
all the time.
all the time.
Honestly, from like that was never an issue, and it was never an issue at home, and it was never an issue in my life. That was an issue for some other people. The world's the world. But I was always out and always me. You can't put it in the bottle. It is who you are. And yeah, and that's the fascinating part, because I've always been me. So I was,
Unapologetically you.
unapologetically me, senior class president me, all the same things. Like people, like it was, I was a Texas boy out,
Yeah.
like in the 80s. Are you
Wow.
kidding? This was a big deal,
That is a big deal.
and and I've always been
And
out.
your
And I've
mom?
always, my mom was always, just totally 100%
who
loved.
you were.
Absolutely. She loved everyone for who they were. She didn't understand why people wouldn't. She's like, well, just get to know them. And that's my philosophy. Like, meet everybody right then in the moment
Yeah.
and meet them
Yeah.
and listen to them and be with them. And
Florian is saying,
Understand them.
I'm new to this chat and I love it. That's so great.
Ah.
Thank you, Florian. Welcome to our family. We're so happy to have you here. And Cal is saying you were so lucky to have a supportive family.
Cal, absolutely. Yeah. And, so it's interesting. And then you start to form your own family too, right? So I also took a lot of, I lived in Houston, I moved to Dallas. Like out of college, I instantly took a
Okay.
career and went to Dallas.
Great.
And then my career took me from Dallas to Washington, D.C. So I packed up
Wow.
my car with a friend, a dog, and a cat, and everything I owned. And I moved to Georgetown and worked for a company there and ran a couple of stores, and then became a district manager for a company. Very, very young. Did all that, moved to D.C., then moved to New York. the big city.
Wow,
Loved that, lived
wow.
in the big city. Then I've been bi-coastal forever.
Yeah.
Back and forth.
Back and forth, back
all
and
that.
forth.
Oh, I did leave out one little thing.
What?
I did something kind of fun at 18.
What did you do?
I had my own store, Original Graffiti, and the Curve
What?
in Westheimer, Houston, and I did it with local Texas designers. And our clients were Berlin, Annie Lennox, Boy George.
What?
It was everything.
Oh
and
my
we flew and did a lot of fun events at the Danceteria.
Oh my God.
And we took People's Express. I don't know if anybody knows this, but there used to be an airline that you would board and then use your charge card on the airline and fly. People's
Shut
Express.
up. No
Look
way.
it up. It didn't last for probably obvious reasons. Still
Oh my God. I don't know if I trust those pilots.
Yeah, but no.
Okay.
So I like had all this great community of designers and friends, and they're all still my friends. They're all still designing. They're all still doing
my
amazing
gosh.
creative things. Sorry to leave that out. That was
No.
a catapult.
Well,
to
and that's where
everything.
you got kind of like a taste of the excitement.
Of the excitement.
Okay, I
love
loved
that.
Boy George so much. And I would do my hair like him, like I would braid my hair and then I would tie up. I mean, that whole era, like, okay, so if you're watching, you're obviously, you lived through the
Thank
80s, which is amazing. Maxine is saying, Mark, you're awesome. So we lived through the 80s, which was just the best time.
It was.
And we had our Boy George and our David Bowie and
music
Annie
was.
Lennox.
Sorry, music I think was
Is that
just spectacular.
something? Right.
Yeah, it
Okay,
was
so
huge.
guys,
I
in
was
the
in all the
chat,
concerts.
everybody put in your favorite like 80s band or favorite 80s like Blondie. Like I have so much fun.
Thompson Twins.
Thompson
Oh my
Twins.
God.
I was in the car the other day and I Feel For You by Shaka Khan came on.
Of course.
Oh my gosh.
But just the emotions.
I
Best of my love. All of that.
All
oh my
of it.
God. Yeah, I was
So-
R&B and then into like, you know,
all of it.
new wave. Yeah.
And you know what I think I love about it is, and it's funny because again, we have 3 teenage daughters who are living in this time, and Phil and I were very passionate about having them know music from before, and I know you love music
same too.
too.
Absolutely.
So, Louise said Poison. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, you like the
and Joe
big
Beth
hair
through the
band.
Danceteria.
Yeah.
And Sound Factory.
Sound Factory, I was there.
Junior, we were probably dancing on the same dance floor.
We were probably
because my
together.
friends lived above it.
Oh.
So imagine how loud that was. But they lived
my
above
God.
it, Caesar, my dear friend. And so I was there all the time.
We
It
were
was
probably there
spectacular.
together.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my God. Oh, David saying Pet Shop Boys.
Yes,
We
absolutely.
Love it.
Yes,
Violet
yes.
said Duran Duran.
Violet,
I was
met
a Duran
them.
Duran.
Oh, I met them at Danceteria. and it was Peg who was with us. She had a really cute smiley face purse. And so they all like approached us and I'm like, oh my God.
Oh my
It was fun. So
God.
we hung out and had some drinks with them.
Alma said
fun.
Cool in the Gang.
Yes,
we
absolutely.
Celebrate good times.
Come on. Woo!
Yes.
That's why I don't sing. But I can dance.
It's so great. And isn't it funny? And again, this is all about, tonight I just knew that when we were going to be together, it was going to be about positive energy.
Yeah,
And
you have
positive
to have it.
vibes. How do you, someone in the chat who was watching during Over 50 and Fabulous, she said, how do you keep your momentum going? How do you keep, moving when you want to procrastinate or when you want to kind of like lay back and, oh, look at you. Look at you, Ebony. You are fierce. Mally, what do you do when you need to get motivated to take on a new task or complete something, but you want to procrastinate? Good job, Ebs.
Yeah.
You get 15 cents extra. All right.
So what's your trick?
Well, I know we agree on this. I do a couple of things. I have to do some kind of mind games for myself when I feel like I don't want to do something, or maybe I'm just, so I do I don't have to, I get to. Which is something that really helps me and which we've taught our kids. So it's, I don't have to go to the gym, I get to go to the gym. I don't have to walk the dog, I get to walk the dog. I don't have to go to work, I get to go to work. And these are the kinds of things that you say to yourself. And then the gratitude game, very, very easy.
Yeah.
When you think about, we don't have, you and I talk about this all the time, the state of the world in which we live in right now. And whenever I start to think, I don't want to do this or whatever, I think about the people who are truly suffering.
Yes.
and how dare I? And look,
Yes.
we all feel what we have to feel.
Well, you have to feel it. Don't
Because
hide
we're
your
human.
feelings.
Right.
You've got to own them. You've got to
Yeah.
let yourself go through them. But I also...
What about you?
I think of, okay, who am I letting down if I don't? Because, we're not in a vacuum.
Yeah.
So if I need to show up and get this done, or I need to spend that extra day here, I need to do a little extra push here, it's like who am I helping? Who am I affecting?
Yeah.
That, if it's something that I can truly procrastinate because it only affects me,
Yeah.
then self-care, take care, do that. But
Yeah.
if it's something that has broader strokes, then you really got to think, okay, pull up your boots,
Yeah.
do it, you
Yeah.
got to make it happen.
And you'll
you know?
ultimately feel better in the end.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
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 It's critical, but procrastination is real. Yeah.
Nikki said, I don't just shop, I get to shop.
Right, Nikki,
Yes,
absolutely.
Nikki!
Retail therapy does help.
That's
Absolutely.
right. And Barbara FS says, oh, you are both always a positive ray of
thank you.
sunshine. Oh, you're such fun to watch. I love you both. We love you back,
Yeah.
Barbara. We love
This
you.
one, to be around Mally, you get that ray of sunshine, and I love it. And I think we've learned, right, because we've talked about this too, you have to really make a conscious effort to surround yourself by people who recharge you and that you recharge. It's reciprocal, and it's done from joy and love, and it's easier said than done because sometimes you're just thrust in situations where you're not in charge of who's going to be around you all the time. So my advice to you is then smile through it, work through it, be you, unapologetically you. Don't let other people sap the energy out of you or pull you down.
Yeah.
But then when you're in charge of your friends, your chosen family, the energy in the room that you can control, be a force to change it, be a force to make it happen. You know, I often say, what you see is what you get with me.
Yes. I can say, everybody, it is true.
But it's, again, I go back to, I've had a lot of great mentors in my life, and I knew it was a responsibility to, through work, through friendship, mentor and support others and lift them. And, or why are we here?
Yeah.
I mean, I if you want to know, like, what do I get passionate or angry about? I don't understand that.
What do you get angry about?
I don't understand people who just honestly want to bring down a situation methodically. Like, it's not because they're feeling down, that happens, or they need to really lean on your shoulder. People who can actively walk into a room and not read it and then want to change the energy. We're all laughing, we're all having fun, and they just, oh, none of that. You can't have that. I don't allow it.
Yeah. What do you do in
it.
that situation?
Well,
So
depending on,
right, like if somebody's watching, right, and that happens, right? Like all of a sudden someone comes in and tries to be a Debbie Downer.
Yeah.
Or tries to, you know what I don't like that is they then try to rally everyone.
They're trying to corral.
Bring everybody down, right? Ebony does that all the time. It's so annoying.
You and I are much alike. What we do is we raise the energy back up in the room.
Wow.
So we like, I personally
Is that
start
what you
to,
do?
yeah, I walk in, I'm like, hey, how are you? Or I start to like bring the energy back up, right? Or I'm smart and shrewd enough to bring the people back into a room. In the most severe cases,
Yes.
I call it like it is.
Ooh.
And I pull the person aside and I say, what's going on? Why
Yeah.
are you doing this?
Yeah.
And don't do it publicly. I do it to them because I believe in their self-esteem, and I
Yeah.
believe in the dignity of everyone else, and I believe that the room can't always handle that situation.
Yes, yes.
But I can handle it, and I'm able to go up to someone and go, this isn't the best you.
Right.
And I always come from a place of, I hope empathy or sympathy to the situation. Like, what do it? Yeah, you should do it publicly. Well, honey, there was one moment, truth be told, that it was a little more public.
Really? You
but
said, excuse me, I can't take it.
I did. It happened once.
Now,
publicly.
so you're not,
But
you will not tolerate.
I don't think any of us should.
Yes.
No, I don't think any of us should. And I think that I never could, through my life, for all the reasons, because I was always being unapologetically me,
Yeah.
that I didn't have a lot of openness to be criticized or to be pushed into a corner or to be marginalized for who I am or the light that I have. And a lot of that as I was younger was mistaken because I was kind and approachable as weakness. And it is the biggest strength any of us can ever have, is using your kindness and your wisdom and your strength of love for each other and each other's individuality. You've got to do it and embrace it. It will always empower you.
Yes.
And I know we all truly have that for each other.
You
know?
see.
I know we do.
Do you ever just want to walk up to someone and go, you know what, you're an asshole?
Yeah, of course. Of course, I think all of us do want to do that, right? I think we all want to.
And you can. What are you doing, Ebony?
She was running away from us.
She's over there, just so you know. See, this is the lucky thing. I get to look at gorgeous Mark, and then out of my peripheral, I just see this one.
She
all over. Do you need to get something? It's okay.
Yeah, be you, girl.
Be you.
I was gonna walk up to somebody and call them.
Come on up, do it. That's the theory.
That's it.
Oh my God.
I just wanted to make sure that you are okay.
Oh,
okay, she's good. Okay, good. Well, because that's the thing. When they see people like you, and look, and like me, like the thing I think that I need your advice on is a lot of people, for whatever reason, and I think you guys know me well enough now after all these episodes and all these years and 20 years on QVC, I'm not an actor, right? So I can't sit there and be one way on the screen and then another way off the screen. I just kind of can't. But then, I'm just going to say it, I go to Facebook and I read what some of you all are saying. I try not to look at the haters.
Yeah.
But some of you are so mean, and they don't know me. Like, they think that this is like an act, or it's all. How do you? Well, no one says anything bad about you.
No, that's not true.
No,
no,
you can't,
that's not
but
true.
You're so perfect.
No, that's not true. I think people, honestly,
so
no, and I defend you all the time. I defend my friends online, and we all do that. But I think the weird thing about the online world
what is that?
Is that it is. I truly believe that there's some sadness or some anxiety that they're feeling, and they need to lash out.
Look at you. You're even protecting.
And I just feel like, okay, you do that if that makes you feel better. However, I'm probably blocking, taking you off. I'm not going to engage you.
Yeah.
Don't mess with my friends. I'll defend them. And, I think, again, it is that capacity. Can you find the love? I get it. I get there's darkness, and I get that there are places and times where it's hard to find it, but I challenge all of you that you can find it in yourself. It can be real. I do believe all spiritualities, all religions, everything, you can find it through the power of your own personal love and strength to love others.
Yes.
And to be civil to others.
Yes.
And to try to understand where everyone's coming from. The one thing I learned over the years, because I think all of us when we were younger, we're not always great listeners. We're good at getting in and being active. But what I've learned is to listen. Life has taught me that. My relationships has taught me that. I've been with David 29 years in December.
God
and you learn things. You learn when to listen, when to, if I'm going to sit down with you, like tonight or anybody, I make it a really conscious thing to let them see this go down.
Yes.
And know that I'm here for you.
Wow.
You can't, this world is too fast.
Yes.
I can't enter a conversation. Don't go to a dinner party or house party and bring a phone.
Yeah. Whoa.
Unless if you're a doctor, that can find you. Give them the house number. I don't know.
Why are you laughing? She's laughing because she's like, over my dead body, I'm bringing my phone.
You gotta disconnect. You have to really be there, and you've got to be present. And I haven't always been. So I'm coming from a place that now I know that I am because I work at it.
Yes.
I work at it. David laughs with me it's real. He's like, we're at the grocery store and you're like, the cashier by name.
I do too.
But I want to.
Yeah.
I want to know, and he does too. But you know, but people don't walk through life as ghosts.
No.
And you know, I know some people think I'm nuts. I get that
No.
criticism. They're like, he's always saying hi. Right? And I walk down there, I go, hi, how are you? How are you doing? Hey, everybody, woo! I like just will spontaneously do a woo as I walk down the hall because it's too quiet.
Yes.
People are all being too serious. And I'm like, we got this today. What's happening? I do that in the office. Everyone loves it. In fact, they miss me when I'm here. They're like,
I know.
why aren't you back at the office?
See?
Because I believe, like, walk down the street and say hello to people as they're walking by you.
Yes.
I always say, how are you? And they answer, and I'm like, good to hear. And if they ask me, that's great. If they don't, but don't just go, hey, how's it going?
Yeah.
It's all good.
And listen.
Say thank you, too.
Right.
What's going on with the generation? Stop saying thank you.
Don't get me started.
You know?
That is.
Have a good one is not thank you.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you is thank you. Thank you.
BC4SG said, honestly, Mark, you are the most caring and positive and
so
inclusive person. Everyone who engages with you adores you. And Mally, you have such incredible energy and light. Oh, we love you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
And Christina said, Mally, thank you for all you do for this community.
Yeah, Mally, you are. I instantly glued myself to her. You know, I mean, this was. It's such an honor to know you.
Oh my
You know,
goodness.
and then just to share, to have these conversations. You know, I know Ebony's amazing. And by the way, Ebony is fabulous.
Yeah,
she's got
she's
a
fab.
smile that would light up a stadium.
She does.
She is just always, and she will, and she's a serious lady though. She's not gonna put up with.
She's business.
She's business.
But yeah.
But she's fun.
And I will stare her down.
So, you know, other things I believe, you gotta experience other cultures.
Yes.
And I don't believe that you have to, like, if you're blessed, I'm blessed that I've traveled a lot.
Yeah, you've seen the
and
world.
I've seen the world, but I've made it a point to. It's something, you know, everybody has a different priority, right? And we don't have children. We have gorgeous dogs. And,
yeah, you do.
And,
how many dogs do you have?
We have 2, Banksy and Gershwin. They're adorable. And so, but you know, we spend our life traveling. We also now only have one parent between us, Judy. David,
Hi,
there they
Judy.
are, Gershwin. Gershwin's the ginger, Banksy.
Oh my God! Do they
babies.
pee in the house?
Oh gosh, no! They're the most potty trained dogs in the world. They are so well behaved.
Which one
They're
has the
super
bigger
trained.
poop?
Gershwin, he's bigger. He's 70 pounds. He's the
That's
ginger.
a big poop.
Yeah, Banksy's just shy of 35 pounds, 38. They're both
so cute.
adorable.
And how old are they?
Gershie just turned 7, and Banksy turned 3 last weekend.
Isn't that great?
We always have had dogs.
Oh, I love them. I know. And they're
Oh.
don't they just make the world a better place?
They do.
And they're
They make
sometimes
it-
better than people.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
they
it's,
really
well,
do.
it's all that unconditional love.
Yeah, and I always say, like, and then you leave the house, right, guys, for like literally 20 minutes, and you come home
God,
and they're
and they're
like,
like,
you're back!
It's a party. It's a
I
party.
know.
They're so excited
They
to
are
see you.
so happy. I know,
I
it
know.
makes you smile, right?
No, I believe pets are wonderful. Every form of pet,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And again, travel again. And if you can't travel, because not everybody can, you can travel through books. You can travel through YouTube. You can travel through cooking shows. You can travel through QVC. You can travel through. I believe it's so important to culturally understand each other and
What's your
do
favorite
that.
food?
Oh my God! Well, I would eat Mexican food till I died. I mean, that is my first and foremost answer. And I also live in a city where Mexican food's on every corner.
Oh,
It's even
yeah.
better, so it's amazing.
Oh, yeah.
Second and third, I really love Thai food, and then it would be Italian.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah, but I love Mexican food. And I grew
know.
up in a home where cooking was a big thing. My mom taught cooking in the city of
She
Houston as well. She was a
did.
multifaceted woman.
Sounds like an amazing woman.
Yeah, she went back to school in her 80s. She started a business when she was in her 70s, and Texas Monthly did octogenarian entrepreneurs, and they did a story. And she started a house sitting business for very wealthy people. So she would just go in and take care of their pets, and their people would
That
run
sounds like
the
fun.
homes. She had a lot of great clients. Jacqueline Smith's mother was one. Dr.
What?
DeBakey, big clients. She only got in trouble once. This should tell you the story of my mother, because it's my story too. she redecorated one of their living rooms when they went out of town. Yeah, right, Ebony, right? Because no, who the hell would put up with it? And by the way, they did not. And when they were
What, she
upset
just, like,
about it,
moved
she
the
moved
furniture?
everything. She was a decorator her whole life. She was fabulous. I mean,
That's amazing.
she had a fabulous eye. And then when they came home and they were shocked, surprised, and not too pleased, she's like, "Well, you can keep my fee. This needed to be done.
Ah, it's
It
amazing.
needed to be done." But if you don't like it, but it needed to be done.
It needed to be done. Just so you know. Just so you know.
She was
Okay.
fabulous.
We
Yeah.
are going to do rapid
Lasagna.
fire.
Oh, I'm ready.
Okay. And now you know this game. You cannot
ooh.
think about it.
All right, I'm ready.
You really just have
I'm ready.
to.
I better
Okay.
wet my whistle. Let's get this ready.
Well, and we've done this one before. It's always our first one.
Yes.
Panty or thong.
Well, if I had to choose between those, I'd go with panty. But I wear.
Did you ever
but
wear
I wear.
a thong?
No.
You never.
No.
Not even in the 80s.
Not even in the 80s. No, didn't do my Borat moment.
Never too old.
Never too
Ah,
old. That's
you're
right.
not
Well,
t-
I'm
you're
turning.
not too old,
So
it's
you know
not
what?
too
On my
late.
60th. Well, I'll just run off the set and do one. But I'm a boxer brief guy.
Boxer briefs.
Yeah,
That's
wicking.
good.
They got a wick.
It's comfy.
Yeah.
I imagine. I don't wear
Yeah.
boxer brief. Phil does. That's what he
Yeah,
likes.
they're comfy.
Boxer brief. Right. Those are the cotton ones?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
that's what
They
they're
wick.
called. Morning person or night owl?
I'm a crazy combination of both.
Oh, so you don't sleep.
I don't.
How much sleep do you
It's-
get?
Well, in our lives, we know not much. We really don't. Now, I can go to sleep at will really easily. I
Okay.
can meditate
okay.
into
Hold
sleep.
on, hold on.
So I do a
I want
meditation.
you to tell everybody because
Yeah.
I think of you all the time when I can't sleep.
Yeah, so I can make myself sleep.
You told me something
Yeah.
that, yes,
It's a meditation.
it's a
technique.
meditation, and you said it was something that soldiers do?
Yeah.
Okay. So
So,
can you tell-
so you just have to really you have to say sleep, 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 sleep. So you're not counting anything, you're just saying it. And also when your eyes are closed, you have to envision a light through your body. And you're breathing in and out, so you see it. And sometimes you don't have the strength, right? You can only breathe up to here. You know what I'm talking about. You
Yeah.
just don't, because you're not calm enough.
Yeah.
And then when you can feel it, like you just feel like it's coming in and out of you,
Yes.
then before you know it, you're asleep. Works for me.
I can
Military
feel
troop,
it.
they have to. They're in combat. They have to figure out a way to zone out. So, but yeah, I just also do think because
Now I'm getting sleepy.
Yeah,
You
but
know,
I'm also
just
very,
kidding.
we talk about spirituality. I also breathe in and out, and I do joy, kindness, joy, kindness, joy,
So that-
kindness.
I
I'm breathing
love
in
that.
joy, leaving out kindness, breathing in joy, leaving out kindness, and I continue. That's my routine. And then- and
Sometimes
calm
Phil
myself.
puts it in and out of me.
There you go.
And that makes me go,
It's after dark.
I'm so sorry, everybody. I just had to do it. I just
We love
put
you,
it-
Daddy.
We love you. Right now, Phil is at home. He's like, no, 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 no. Why does she do this? Well, you just say, sorry, Ebony.
Woo! I'm
I'm
glad I'm
sorry.
wearing my wicking underwear. Things just got hot.
Sorry, that.
Oh, my
that is,
God.
It's a joke, guys. We
They
just had
get it.
We had to
They
get
know
it.
us.
I know they do know us. That's true. Okay, bold colors or neutral tones.
Oh, I love red. I love. I'm an Aries, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
love, and I'm a Leo rising.
Oh, my
So I'm
God.
fire.
Fire,
David's
fire.
an Aries.
Yeah.
We're Aries people.
I got it.
Yeah, my mother-in-law's an Aries. I'm all about color. And I'm in black tonight, but like, no,
Yeah.
I love color. I'm not afraid of that. Orange is my favorite color.
Oh, I love orange.
Orange is my
Yeah,
favorite
I never
color.
used to like orange. It was like it was always like my really. And
Yeah,
then,
it's-
but
I
when you
love it.
wear orange,
Ooh.
it just brings right.
One of my
Right.
favorite cars
I
we had
know.
was a Tangiers orange Land Rover. Wow. It was fun. It was fun. I felt like we were in a Tonka truck every day.
Yay! That's
It was a lot of fun.
amazing. Okay, favorite season.
Oh, I'm a summer. I love
I love summer too.
summer.
I know. Sweet snacks or salty snacks?
Salty.
What's your favorite salty snack?
Oh, it's probably potato chips.
I love
yeah,
potato
it really
chips.
is.
I know.
I
It's
don't
my
I don't
favorite.
eat that many anymore because I'm on a health kick.
Yes, yes.
But I do love it.
I like. You
But I
know
do
what I
love
eat
salt.
now? I eat avocado oil chips.
Yes, very
And
good.
those are technically health food.
Yes.
So
technically, we're squeezing it in.
It's good for
Squeezing
you.
it in, but we'll
so
say, yeah,
add
okay.
it to your diet.
Okay,
It's
we'll do that.
healthy. Roller coaster or Ferris wheel?
Ooh, you know, a Ferris wheel.
See, you did the thing you're not supposed
I know,
to do.
because I was gonna say roller coaster, but I have to tell you, I've had the most pleasure on Ferris wheels.
Oh,
because
my.
because you get to see everything. You
Yeah.
get it's.
You see
it's-
the
it's-
world.
Yeah, because I've done parachuting. I've done that a couple of times. I love a tandem.
Pat,
I love jumping out of
don't
planes.
talk to me about that.
I love
Have
that.
you ever done that?
It's so
Jumped
much
out of a
fun.
plane?
Oh
Oh,
my God.
hell no.
I've done it. I love it.
No.
It's
I
so
do
much
not
fun.
want
Do
to
it.
go.
Let's
I
do
don't
it.
want to go.
We're gonna go.
We're
Let's do
not
it.
going.
I'll go with you.
You're
and you do
going.
it tandem. But the guy told me,
We're going.
he was like, you can never do it on your own because you'd be dead. Because I couldn't, he had to pull the string each time for me because I was so busy looking at everything. I'm like,
No!
I'm flying. It's
Ebony.
Oh, it's the most
Roberts.
freeing
Hell
thing.
no.
It's so freeing. It's fabulous.
Yeah.
Let's do it. It's freeing.
We're almost done. I'm almost finished.
Oh, you're done with me?
Well, I'm not, but look at the time.
I know.
Okay, ready? Let's keep going. What's your favorite holiday?
Oh, my favorite holiday. Oh my God, I don't have Thanksgiving. Honestly, honestly, because we go around the table and say what we're thankful for.
Oh, I love that.
And we also do Friendsgivings.
I love.
So,
Oh, that's
yeah,
very fun.
yeah.
You can invite me.
Yes, absolutely.
Who's your role model?
Yeah, my mom was. Yeah, always will be. Always will be. And it's, I know it's just everything about her. She was an artist. We saw her paintings. She was a decorator. She was a fashion icon. She was loved by everyone. I mean, she literally, sorry, I have to, just saying this. She died on a Sunday. The Friday before her Sunday, she spent going to other people's homes that couldn't get out. They were bringing them food and doing things. She just had something inside her she wasn't aware of, and it took her very fast. And so I was very grateful that she did not have to suffer. But, I mean, to her last breath, literally her last breath to me, when I was hugging her and saying goodbye to her, so I've had it with both parents, I said, "Are you in any pain?" And she literally grabbed my hand. She said, "The only pain I am in is that I have to leave you." And then she left me. So as a role model to the end of 91 years, the most class act I've ever seen. And if I can be on this earth and be a fraction of that, a fraction, and to think of what she had to be as a woman. When my father died in the 70s, she had no credit. She had to fight back to get her credit. She had to fight back to get things. She had to work her way back. I mean, this was a woman who was determined, self-determined, fought, did everything. But if you all know, if you have any parents who are in the 90s, or if you're an 80-year-old watching this and you did not have an easy life as a woman. You have to fight through all that. That's why I have so much respect for women. This is why my calling is at NYDJ. It's why I am who I am. But my mother, so if you're looking for the men out there in the world, my mom brought me up right now. Sorry, not on the field and not on everyone's team. But, but I truly believe that that's why I am very conscious of what I do every day, because, I have surrounded myself with other great mentors and great people because she showed me the example of how one should be under tremendous stress, duress, and life challenges, but she still made it happen.
She's so proud of you.
Yeah, I know. I will tell you, I know she's with me. That's never a question.
And we're so lucky to have you.
I'm so lucky to have you as my friend. I love you dearly.
We love you too. So thank you guys, everyone,
God.
for being here with our
I hope you stayed
beautiful
around
friend.
the whole time. I love you.
Know, we all love you.
Thank you for the
so
honor
much.
again.
Thank you.
I'm still like.
We are honored to have you here, and we're so incredibly grateful. And thank you. As you know, this is what it's all about for us: is to share love, to share
a little bit
positive
about us.
energy. And you know what we always say, because we believe that your best days really are ahead.
They are.
And we're grateful that you spend your Friday nights with us. So as I always say, we're going to dance.
Yeah,
after
we're gonna
this.
dance. 50 was the best years of my life.
That's right.
Oh my God.
As you know, Ebony, thank you for being so
Thank
good.
you, Ebony.
As
Mwah.
always.
And I'm gonna jump out of that plane with you if she won't. Let's do it.
You are not too
Come on.
old. It's not too late. And your best.
Yes. Ferris Valley Raquel needs to do it.
And your best
Phil, order up
days
the planes.
are ahead with your feet on the ground.
Yes.
Have a great time, guys.
Let's
Great
dance.
night. We love you. And we will see you next Friday. for
Next
Over
Friday.
55. Oh, the hips.
Oh, we got this.
oh.
We got the hips.
Let's
we got
get
the
'em
boobs.
loose.
We got the boobs.
Yeah.
Woo!